What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I am working from home today. We had some people coming to, they're going to be doing renovations on our kitchen and some other things on the main floor here, so they just came to kind of get a feel for what I want and what we're up against. So I am working from home today. So if you don't know, I am a public accountant and my job is pretty much exclusively on the computer. So yeah, if there's days where I need to work from home for things like that, it's super easy. But I just wanted to show you guys in the background here. So this house used to be my father-in-law's, and I was so happy when he said he was leaving these pictures behind. He used to raise halter horses and show halter horses, and so these are some of his studs and mares, and they're really cool. I gotta show you. So he has rattled off who these horses are, but I cannot remember at all. But just some of his horses from back in the day. And I just love these pictures. I love like the old school quarter horse look that they have to them. Especially, I love this one. It's so pretty. They're all just so shiny and slicked out. And yeah, so this is in the room where I work when I'm working from home. I get to stare at these guys all day. Another luxury of working from home is that it literally adds a whole hour to my day because I don't have to drive to the office, which takes, like, by the time I get into my truck, get there, all the things, it does add an hour to my day. So I will get to go out to the horses a bit earlier today. During COVID, it was fantastic because I could get my work day in super early and then have the rest of the day to work out, ride horses, all that good stuff. So yeah, we'll get our 8 hours in here today and then head to the barn. And just like that, I am done work for the day. Ball cap is on. We are ready to head out to the barn. The day was very slow. It is much slower at the office these days, and I find when there's maybe not quite enough to keep me busy for an entire day, it makes the day drag on so bad, whereas when we're busier and I have lots to do, the day just flies by. But here in the summer, the days drag on and it's difficult, and it's even worse when I'm working at home because it's I can see the barn from the window and it's calling my name. But we are gonna head out. We are gonna hopefully get a ride in. We've gotten rain, significant amounts of rain for the past 3 nights, I think, and the ground is so dry that it has kind of just soaked it all up really fast. But I feel like we're on the cusp of it being saturated now, and it might not soak it up, so there's a chance that it's going to be pretty soggy today in my arena, so that might impact our ride a bit, but fingers crossed that it won't. We'll head out to the barn and see what we're looking at. we just finished up our ride. Junior is right there, so there's a very good chance he's gonna fiddle with this camera situation. Just finished our ride. We rode for exactly 39 minutes. So if you've watched any of my videos in the last few days, I think I mentioned that one of my goals is to ride Diesel for 1 extra minute every time we ride. Part of that is to increase my fitness as well as increase his fitness, because I feel like where we're at this point in the riding season, middle of July, we should be, Junior, knew that was coming. We should be a bit more fit than we currently are. And again, for the longest time, I was just riding for 30 minutes and, you know, wasn't really pushing either of us in terms of like cardiovascular fitness and stuff like that. So with riding an extra minute every day, I'm hoping to kind of, yeah, get us a bit fitter to where we should be, and, you know, being able to long trot longer, being able to lope longer without feeling completely gassed. So that's what we're doing. Our ride was really good. As you guys saw, I did a drill with 1 barrel. I also did some counter arcing, counter bending, leg yielding, whatever you want to call that. And Junior. And what else did we do? We did a little bit of walk, jog transitions, and then lots of just at a standstill doing lateral flexion. I'm probably gonna, he's at a good spot now with lateral flexion, so I'm probably not gonna like spend time like trying to improve it anymore. I'll test it every day to like maintain it, but I don't want him any more flexy from side to side. So I'm going to untack him. I have to go pick some weeds. I picked some on Saturday, and my goal was to pick some every single day, but I haven't picked any since Saturday, so we'll go do that. And then I just want to chat with you guys about this whole like regularly having barrels in my riding routine. Especially these weeds, like they are a noxious weed. You have to pick them and put them in a plastic bag. You can try like just rototilling them or just trimming them, but they will likely come back. So this is like, we have to do it. So I just wanted to take a minute and chat with you guys about the fact that I have been using barrels in my riding pretty much every single day. And like this time, or like a year and a half ago, I said I was done with barrels and I bought a reining horse. This all kind of started with Calgary Stampede. So like, I don't know, a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, we went to Stampede and watched the rodeo. And I had not been to Stampede in 10 years, I think it was 10 years. And I loved watching it. I loved watching Lisa run. It like gave me chills. I absolutely loved it. And it reminded me that when I was actively barrel racing, I definitely, at this time of year, every single year, I would start to feel 2 different kinds of feelings. So on one hand, I would feel super motivated. Like seeing those girls run would get me so jacked up to just like get out there, get on my horse, be really consistent, try really hard, do all the things that I needed to do to improve my own barrel racing. So I would be super motivated. But on the other hand, and I have no idea how these emotions can coexist in one brain, like no idea. On the other hand, I would feel disappointed, I guess. I would feel disappointed that I wasn't further along with my barrel racing competition status, despite all the work that I had put in. And yeah, so like just kind of a mixture with that side of things. And so Stampede was really, and just this time of year being like in the depths of rodeo season, it was always like literally every single year around this time, it was always this challenging time where yes, I would feel like the pull of motivation, but also just this sinking feeling that like I'm not where I want to be. And last year was the first year that I did not feel that. Like I had just recently said, chapter on barrel racing is closed. I made a huge commitment by buying a reining bred horse, saying this is what I'm doing now. And I didn't even, like, I was not following barrel racing at all last year, paid zero attention to Stampede. So I didn't have any of those emotions last year for the first time in a very, very long time. Probably like since I got junior in 2006. And this year, it's different again, because now I have almost a year and a half under my belt with Diesel, and like showing, kind of committing myself to reining, showing that sort of a thing. But we went to Stampede this year, and I was there. I saw Lisa Lockhart in the flesh, and just like got like, I have goose pimples right now thinking about it. Like I get so excited to watch those girls run. I think everyone gets excited watching those girls run. They are phenomenal. And as I was sitting there watching the rodeo, and like on the drive home, I had 2 hours to drive and think. And I don't miss the competition side of barrel racing. The competition side of barrel racing was very, very, very difficult for me, and the biggest reason why I quit. But I took Junior as a cutting horse. I was an intermediate rider, and I patterned him by myself, and I loved every single minute of that. Patterning a horse to do barrels, I love that. I could do that all day, every day for the rest of my life. I love it so much, and I miss it. I'll say it. I miss tinkering with the barrels, teaching a horse to do the barrels. I miss it. And it just so happened that Diesel and I were going through a slump, plateau, whatever you want to call it. And I was like, you know what? I'm sick of this. I just want to do something different for a minute. I don't want to think about reining. I don't want to think about entering shows at all. I just want to tinker. I'm not barrel racing with him. I just want to tinker. Just play. Just do something completely different. Take my mind off completely off the things that have been stressing me out. So I put a barrel up. And you know what? It was fun. I really enjoyed it. And I've enjoyed every single ride that I've had on Diesel since I started doing that. And that's why I'm going to continue to do it. And like I said, like I have no intentions at this point to get back to barrel racing. I have started following a few more barrel racers again. When I quit barrel racing, I unfollowed a bunch of barrel racers because I was like, I just am upset about it. I don't want to think about it. I just want it out of my life. So I've started following a few more barrel racers because I do enjoy the sport of barrel racing. I love watching it. I love seeing those girls have amazing runs. Like I love all of that. So started following them on Instagram. I'm playing with barrels. I've flipped through some of my old barrel racing books, and it feels good. And me and Diesel are having a good time. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I feel like that sounds kind of defensive. And maybe it is, because like when I had Junior and I was like, hey, I'm going to barrel race on this horse, I did get flack from people saying, he's too nice of a horse. He should be doing showing. He's not a barrel horse. You're wasting that horse. Like, you both should be in the show pen. Like, I got that a lot. And you know what? I enjoyed riding Junior. Like, I enjoyed jackpotting, gymkhana, high school rodeo, amateur rodeo. I love doing all of that with him. I have so many good memories, and maybe we would have done, I know we would have done better in the show pen. I know we could have easily had a full barn wall full of ribbons if we would have done that. But I like barrel racing, and if I want to barrel race on my cutting horse and my reining horse, I'm gonna do it. But yeah, like I said, I have no competition aspirations. I don't even know if I'm gonna pattern. Cats are making creepy noises. I don't know if I'm gonna pattern Diesel. I've literally only just worked with 1 or 2 barrels. I haven't set up the whole pattern. I just want to play, and if I end up patterning him, fine. Like, it's not gonna wreck him. I'm still, like, on top of the barrel drills, I am still working on, like, softness, roundness, moving left to right. Like, I'm still working on all the fancy things on top of, like, adding barrel work. So I plan on having him for a long time. I don't want to stay in a slump forever. Like, I don't know. Just let me play with barrels is what I'm getting at. If I want to play with barrels, I'm going to play with barrels. I don't care if he's a reining horse. He's my horse, and I'm going to do with him what I want. Yeah, let's stick with that. I'm going to do what I want with my horse. But yeah, we're having fun, and I think I'm going to end it here. One thing I do want to ask you guys before we end, though. So I've showed fitnessy stuff on here from time to time. Would you guys like seeing more fitness stuff? I know I've done podcast episodes with like nutrition advice, workout advice, as it pertains to the equestrian. Would you guys be interested in seeing that on YouTube? I want to know. So send me a DM, put a comment down below. I want to know. Because I kind of want to do something like that, but I'm not sure. So I want to hear your thoughts. Also, if you have done any cross training with your horse, I don't care if it's like dressage to blah, 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 or like if you've done cross training where you've done like really oddball sports on the same horse, I want to hear about it. I want to hear about it. And remember, regardless of what you're doing on your horse, it's always a good day to ride.